What up, Sanmonani? My name is Thabang, and today I've got a website that I think is going to be very important for designers and developers, right? I think that we as designers and developers can learn a lot from Devon Stank's website. We're going to be focusing on two things today. We're going to be focusing on the design and development side of things, but we're also going to be focusing on the business side of things. I loved what I saw when I was looking at this particular website, and I thought that I should make a video and bring it, guys, to your attention. I think there's a lot you can learn. But my favorite part really is on the business side of things, and so stick around for that. Or go to the timestamps on the description here and really take note of how this guy is running his business. Let's just start with the design and development side of things. I think there's a lot that we can learn on that perspective as well. So we've got devonstank.com. The first thing, guys, that I look at when I look at websites or when I create websites for my clients is I need to make sure that the website is secure. And a lot of small businesses neglect this feature. Number one, your website is not going to be ranked by Google if it is not secure. Number two, if you are going to be selling anything online, this feature is a necessity, especially for your clients, for the safety of their information. An unsecured website is not trustworthy, and so I think that every business, if you plan on having a website or selling anything online, this is the first thing that we look at, or customers will look at. And if it's not secure, I'm not leaving my information because I know that my information is not safe. Now, that is the basic. That is the first thing that I look at when I look at websites. And then let's go to the menu. When I look at this menu right here, I think it is well designed. It is neat. It is well spaced. So the menu, I think Devon did a great job on that. I also love the fact that it chose to use a background video with some overlay. I think it could be great. It could be, the color that he used here on the card, right? Or the color that he used on the bottom of this button and decreased the opacity. But I love the fact that there's a background video that is playing and the background video is telling me a story, right? When you watch the background video, you can tell that Devon is a Squarespace developer. I love, how he put that together. And then when I look at the title, there's a clear title, Squarespace developer. And so you know immediately what Devon does, which I think is important. Squarespace developer and coffee enthusiast. So he tells you what he does and he adds a personal touch, and you know that he loves coffee as well. That human element, just from the title alone, I know that he's a Squarespace developer and I know that he's a coffee enthusiast. I think it's well done. It's clear. The title needs to be clear on any website so that when I come, I don't need to look around to know what exactly it is that you do. Right? Looking at this hero section, I can tell exactly what it is that Devon does. And then, I love the fact that it decided to use video. Right, watch video. You can watch this video and get to know more about Devon and what it is that it does. If you are a designer who's looking for client work or looking for clients, I think that adding a video can really assist you because it gives people, a sense of knowing what to expect. They get to know you. A lot of people might say that using a video is a better idea because you might be prejudiced and all that sort of stuff. I don't want to work with someone who will judge me by how I look alone, right, without knowing the content of my character. And so if that eliminates those type of people, then I'd rather have it. But I think that video is important. It adds that personal touch, right, that, it gives people a sense that they know you already, even though they might not even have met you. So clear title and clear call to actions. I love that these are here on the hero section. So even before we go down, I think it's a well designed and developed site. So let's scroll down a bit and see what else we find. So you see a picture of Devon and then it tells you my passion and focus is Squarespace development. and so already you know exactly what to expect. I love the fact that he has niched down so well. Now guys, let me address this to you guys. For me, whatever tool you use, I don't really care whether you use Squarespace, Wix, Webflow, WordPress and its page builders. Whatever works for you. If you have mastered the tool and you can service your clients in a manner that makes them happy, then the tool that you're using for me is irrelevant. Whether you choose Squarespace, there's a lot of money to be made. Whether you choose Wix, there's money to be made. Whether you choose WordPress and Elementor and Beaver, whatever you choose to use, whether it's Webflow, there's a lot of money to be made. And so the tools that you use for me don't matter. I've never had a client come to me and say, are you going to be hand coding the website? All they want is a website that does its job. And so as long as the tool that you're using gives satisfactory results to your clients, then I'm cool, man. Whatever tool, tools are just tools for me. But yeah, Devon has chosen Squarespace and seemingly it's working for him. Now, when you click on the Learn More button, it's self-loading, right? It loads on the same tab, right? That's something that I would have done differently, but we're going to come back to this page, but I would have made sure that this loads on a different page. That's one of the things that perhaps I think he could have done better. Nothing much, but yeah, I love the fact that here's his image and he tells you that his passion is Squarespace development. Then let's scroll down a bit. This section right here tells you everything you need to know about him and the services and products that he sells and offers. And so code shop, he's got a code shop. You can buy code snippets from him. He builds sites, and so you can hire him as a developer. Consulting, you can consult him, right? You can click the Learn More and find out when he's available and schedule a meeting with him. My work, you can view his projects here. And then he's got online courses. And you can contact him directly. I love this section right here. Everything you need to know about what Devon does and offers is summed up in this section. I personally probably would have used images, but I think this works as well, and so it's just a matter of preference. But I think that well organized, well structured, and you know exactly what to expect from Devon. Now let's scroll down a bit. You can latest Squarespace projects, and so if you want to see his work and see the latest projects that he's worked on, I don't know when this website was updated, but it still looks good to me. But you can come here and check out his latest projects, which I think is very important, right? It tells you that he's confident enough in his abilities, and you can go and check the work that is done. If you can leave live links to work you have done, I think that works to your advantage. And then he's got his latest blog posts here. I love the fact that Devon writes. I love the fact that he writes because of two reasons, right? Number one, SEO, right? Google is gonna rank his website a bit, that much higher. Google loves text, right? A text that explains exactly what your business does. So the fact that he's blogging tells me that he's serious about his SEO and being discovered on the Google platform. The second thing that makes me to love blogging is the fact that you can establish thought leadership, right? You can teach a process, you can share ideas, but you can establish thought leadership, which is quite important. Now let's go down a bit and see what else we have. And then you get to see his Instagram feed, which I think personally I perhaps would not have added mine, but I think it works, man. It tells you that he's a family man. He's someone that you can trust. You can tell the content that he shares on his Instagram is relevant to what he does, and so in this case I think it works. But yeah, then we have the footer, right? And then I want us to go to look at this one more thing on the design and development side of things. When we click the Learn More button, it takes you to this page right here. So when you get to this page, on the hero section of the services that Devon offers, Squarespace developer, it tells you a bit about his experience. You can still play the video and get to know him better. And then this is the part that I wanted us to focus on, guys, my process. So Devon shares his process with you. So if you are, a prospect or a potential customer, when you come to this page and you see his process, it makes things easier for you to hire him. And so this is what I think that we need to add on our own portfolio websites as designers and developers, right? Add your process so that prospects know what to expect from working with you. Now, I've got a bit of advice for Devon. I spent a bit of time. I can't go through everything now because the video is gonna take too long. But I found that he loves creating video content. And I think that, if I had any word of advice for him, that would be it. I think he should start a YouTube channel where he shares his knowledge. Number one, that's gonna help him build thought leadership. Number two, he's gonna find people who are looking to learn Squarespace or to buy Squarespace plugins, right? It's just gonna build a community of guys that he can grow with. And so if he can create video content, I think that he can win a lot of people over because his design work is beautiful, right? And so I think that he needs to focus more on the content creation side of things and teach what he knows. And, in the long run, he's not going to need to spend that much money when he launches his courses, right? Because he would have built a followership, he would have built a community, and he can get feedback directly from those people. So I think that he needs to focus more on creating content because I learned here that is his second love. But otherwise, man, I think that this website is a great website, and I think that there's a lot that designers and developers can learn from this particular website. Guys, this is the review part of the website. Now, I want us to focus on a few more things that we can learn from Devon, on the business aspect of things. When I was looking at this website, I saw that Devon sells a few things, right? He sells Squarespace development and Squarespace consulting. So he creates websites, he designs and builds websites for clients. And if you need to consult with him on Squarespace development, you can also consult with him. And so he's selling two services, which I think is great, man. With the type of knowledge that he has, I think that it works for him. And so if you are a designer, think of ways, man, especially if you've got some experience, think of ways to diversify your streams of income, right? Sell the services that you sell, but, we can learn from Devon consulting as well. A lot of people don't know where to start, and so you could be that bridge for them. Now, apart from Devon selling his services, he sells plugins as well. He sells Squarespace plugins. I think that is a brilliant idea, and I think that it diversifies his streams of income. As a designer, you need to make that bit, that extra cash if you can. He's using his skills, he's selling his plugins, So let's look at this page, Squarespace code shop. These are the code snippets that he sells, right? And so apart from the consulting services that he sells, apart from the design and development services that he sells code snippets as well. I think that is a brilliant idea. Think of what it is that you can also sell. I think it's important for us as designers to, as we are operating in the B2B environment, right? Business to business, we service businesses, mostly individuals. But I think we also need to think of ways we can break into the B2C market where we can sell directly to customers. And I love the fact that he has thought of that and is doing it, right? And so I think that is something that we can definitely learn from him. But now, guys, my personal favorite thing that Devon is doing, right, apart from selling his web design and development services, his consultation services, his code snippets, Devon is creating online courses. Guys, I just think that this is a brilliant idea to generate that extra income. If you have the knowledge, there are a lot of people that can pay for you to teach them. So I think that that is something we really need to start considering as designers. I think it's important for us to build multiple streams of income. And if there's nothing else to learn from this video, I think that would be important. Right? Devon has 4 streams of income. Yes, he has his main services that he sells. He sells consultation, he sells code snippets, right? And he sells online courses. They're not launched yet, but I can tell that he's already building a list so that people can get notified when it drops. So guys, let's just wrap it up. I think that Devon's website is well designed and well built. You can tell that he knows what he's doing. But the most important thing for me is the streams of income that he's able to generate using skills. And I think that's the takeaway that every designer must have from this particular video. How can you make more money from your skills? Right? How can you create multiple streams of income but still doing what you love? Guys, it's been a pleasure for me. I enjoyed bringing this video for you. Hopefully you'll find some value in it. This is it from me, guys. Cheers for now. God willing, I will see you in the next one.